In the 1849 California gold rush, thousands upon thousands of prospectors had descended upon the gold fields in the northern part of the new U.S. territory, which, by the way, helped California quickly become a state in 1850. Looking for gold was hard work, spending time in icy waters out in the wilderness, with thousands of other shabby, gold-hungry prospectors being the only company. To add to this, the gold fields were not anywhere close to any city or its comforts. San Francisco was weeks away through thick, trackless forests. Sacramento was more of a small outpost than the major city it is today. Mail was one of the few comforts that could make it to the gold fields, but it wasn't. The post office wasn't going to send anyone out there to drop off mail. That through rain, shine, sleet, and snow stuff wouldn't come about for the US Post Office for about another 70 years. And prospectors were hesitant to leave, as their hard work would be snatched up by other prospectors if left unattended. Into this dilemma stepped a man by the name of Alexander Todd. Todd, a desk clerk back east, had come to California like everyone else, wanting to find gold in 1849 after spending nearly 5 months at sea. But he quickly spent all his money buying food and supplies and did not have any luck finding the precious metal. He was now stranded in the gold fields with practically nothing. He thought long about how to fix his situation, and it dawned on him. Many prospectors around him undoubtedly would tell stories or mention how they wished for something of home, and Todd was set on bringing part of that home to them. He announced to those around him that he was going to start a mailing service, and he'd not only take mail to San Francisco, but he'd also check to see if their mail was at the post office. If it was, he'd bring it back for a fee. He would charge $2.50 for outgoing mail, $1 to be added to his mail check subscription list, and another $16 in gold dust to bring mail back to the goldfields northwest of Sacramento. Many of those around him gave him letters and money, and Todd was on his way. He bought 2 horses and rode to Stockton, then just a city of tents, and some merchants even gave him gold dust deposits worth thousands of dollars to take to San Francisco as well to deposit at their business offices, most likely worth several million today. Catching a boat on the San Joaquin River to the city, he arrived at the San Francisco post office. The post office, with mail incoming for the thousands of prospectors and merchants, and no effective way to get them to the gold fields, was absolute chaos. Todd came in and talked to the postmaster, who made him a deal. In this era before massive government regulations, the postmaster swore Todd in right there on the spot, and let him sort through the mail for his client list as long as he kicked back 25 cents, around $10 a day, to the postmaster for each letter he found. Todd was fine with that, and he also bought some old newspapers for $1 apiece. He collected his mail, bought a rowboat with his leftover capital, and convinced a few people to pay him $16 each to help him row to Stockton immediately, and not have to wait for another outgoing vessel. He sold the boat once he got to Stockton, and once he got to the goldfields, he delivered his mail and sold his newspapers for a hefty price. He would continue this for several years, hauling gold dust and mail back and forth, making about $1,000 a day. This has been Fast History with Eric the LonePineWolfman, and remember, never stop learning.